it's our first day bear hunting, and it was nice this morning. It rained like buckets last night. We made it to this creek and saw some crows down here, so we just kind of walked the bank. It's hard to not spread your scent, but you gotta be close to the creek, and we went down where the crows were. It looked almost like a moose kill where a bear had buried it. There's a bunch of grass laid down and sticks and let dirt dug up right there. So it's obviously where he likes to fish. It looks like a good spot where a big bear would hang out right on this bluff and then fish right below. And the water's really high. It's raining a ton. We're sitting on the glassing tarp. We're a couple 200-300 yards away from this bear. Should come out. We thought we heard like a snort over there. We hope they didn't wind us or anything. The wind's been kind of swirly. So we're sitting under a tarp looking at one spot, basically like whitetail tree stand hunting. It's really exciting. But when he comes out, hopefully he's going to die. He's big. Well, it's day 2. It's cold. We tried to sleep for 12 hours. That's hard to do when you're not used to doing that. Got to the creek yesterday, didn't see an animal. Wind was kind of swirly. We hung out there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours and came back to the tent. The winds weren't right. Hopefully the winds are right today and it rains less and we can see a bear and shoot a bear.
I'm getting all packed up and ready to go.
Oh yeah!
We had a big earthquake last night, 6.9. Adam slept right through it. I did not. But I'm ready to go see if there's any bears.
So,
how about I tell my perspective?
Okay, you tell yours and I'll tell mine. I'm gonna just double check. Video to you and then you tell me.
There's grass everywhere around me.
So we just leave the tent. You can see the tent right here. And Adam wants to book it to the creek to see if there's anything fishing. And I'm sitting here like it's first light. There's gotta be bears moving around. So I'm keeping my head on a swivel and I'm just stopping to glass every now and then. And Adam's just taking off.
I did just glass.
And I was just gonna be like, Adam, slow down. Like, we gotta stick together. He just always leaves me in the dust. And I'm like glassing and I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, I don't see anything. And I start walking up behind Adam and I see a bear coming up from the left right toward him. And Adam doesn't even see it. He's looking to the right. He's looking toward the creek. This bear's just gonna run right into him. And I'm like trying to whistle, hey, like trying to get his attention because this bear's what, maybe 100 yards from you, if that, 60, 70 yards right there. And so I just wait for the thumbs up to see if he's gonna shoot it, and it's walking right at him. Is he? He's walking right at him. And I just like drop in it, and he gives me the thumbs up, and I'm like scrambling trying to get the camera because this thing is less than 100 yards coming right at him, just walking.
So from my perspective, look at this. One of my best friends, old timer buddy, said you want that ammo right here, especially when you're bear hunting, so you can shoot, reload, eyes are on the bear, and just dump this. That was all within 30 seconds. 6 shots, 338 Ultra Mag.
Oh man, that was quick.
Dude, still pretty shaky.
That was close. I mean, he was coming close to you.
He was kind of angled towards me.
Yeah.
Has a real, not a pie-shaped face, but a light-colored face, which is not indicative of like a large boar. But I was like, man, I looked for the big forearms, the big wrist, long snout, the face, just everything said boar. And so the first thing I want to do is flip him over, come over here. That's a wiener. So it's a boy. Got real small nuts, but they're not breeding right now. And a pretty good pad. So I think my last one was, it ended up being like 9.4 to 9.8, I can't remember. And the pad was like right at 9 or so, I think.
Trevor's was also 9.
Trevor's was 9 right across the front.
A little more than 9, but yeah.
So I mean, right when the hair starts or all the way?
Go all the way. You can add about.
It's a 9-inch pad. So he's at least a 9-foot bear. Well, I got a bear 2021 fall bear season. I've never hunted the fall except once for Tana on her archery brown bear. Wanted to come with a bow, but due to recent events last spring, Tana said no bow, and so I brought the bow, but it got a little too sketchy down here for her, and so I was headed towards the creek, morning number 2, and just kind of head down. We were a few minutes late. I wanted to get there to see if any bears were fishing right at first light, because a lot of these big birds are said to be nocturnal. I had glassed a little bit down here in the flat, didn't see anything, and I just kind of had my head down going, and Tana was behind me 50, 60 yards. I heard her whistle, and I turned around, and she pointed. There's a big bear coming over the ridge, and threw my binos up and saw the nose and the head on this thing, and could tell it was a boar just by the way his face was. And it definitely looks like a sow now, but I can guarantee you we checked the genitals and it's a boar. 9 inches across the front pad, so usually take that and add a foot. I don't think it's a 10-foot bear, but should go at least 9, which is a trophy bear that most people would shoot. And I don't know how large the skull is yet. We'll pull it out when we skin him, but he's right next to the runway and quartering to me just slightly, about 46 yards. Put it right kind of in the middle, shot him, racked the bolt, hit him again, and then one more time. And I got those first 3 shots off in about 50, 60 yards of him running. Reloaded 2 more, hit him again, and then he was real slow, and then I hit him a 5th time. And then he was right here by this patch of brush, just kind of moving around. I put 1 more right up his back into the spine and made sure he wasn't going anywhere, because we didn't want to have to go into the brush and track. And yeah, super pumped. And this is day number 2, which usually is, Peninsula's a long, long hunt, and nobody is seeing bears. The weather's been horrendous. It's actually not raining right now, and it's not blowing 30 or 40, so that's great. And we're gonna have like a 2-day bear hunt. So thanks to my wife for spotting him. I don't know how close I would have got to him. Eventually I probably would have seen him, but just kind of tunnel vision going, and she's like, hey, he's right there. And I turned around, gave her the thumbs up, and here he is. Got him all skinned out 2 hours later. Skull was 17 inches long and about 11 wide. It looks like maybe a touch under, so that's 28, book's 28. So it's not gonna dry book, but I mean, that shows it's a really mature bear, and the hide was in the tundra, so it's hard to get a good read, but we think about 9'7" before he's fleshed, and after you flesh him, he'll probably go close to 10. So a 10-foot bear on day 2 of like the worst fall weather in the last 3 years. On the runway, we're good. I think I'm gonna have the plane come get us. He can get in here, and we might be home tonight. So that'd be cool. Perfect.
Does it make you nervous?
No, I got him on my insurance, and he's a hell of a pilot, so it's kind of nice.
For premium access to our newest episodes and hunting tips, make sure to download the Stuck on Rut app.